everybody stay close to your heart and walk at the darkness. Everybody stay close to your...
Ciao, buongiorno ragazzi, joined by two all-stars, Christian Rivas. What's good, bro?
Nothing, just want to show Mario my pennant right there. You see what that is, Mario?
That's how you beat cheating.
Oh, Mario, you're not goody. He's not good.
No, he's right. That's how you beat cheating. That's
I'm
a
glad they
compliment.
won. He's lying.
Fucking Houston. What you expect?
Well, I'm joined by two of the favorites today for one reason, to discuss some awesome progress from our Azzurri, and we saw us whip Armenia, absolutely whip Armenia, 9-1. It's never happened in the Azzurri's history. No scoreline has ever come close. Like, you know, I've become accustomed to like beating Luxembourg 1-0 or Malta 2-0 or the Faroe Islands 1-0 back in the day when we were qualifying for tournaments. But under Mancini, there's a new look tactical setup, and we'll go through what some of the players look like soon. But I'll start with Christian Rivas only because my boy Christian's a huge Mancini fan. It's his favorite boss. He's his numero uno manager.
Listen, everybody said I was crazy years ago when I said Mancini would fix the national team if they gave him the chance. And then when they finally did, I like to say I'm right.
Yeah. Mario, bro, thinking of Mancini as our manager now, it looks like, you know, he's young himself as a manager, bro, so building for the future is not going to be a problem for him, for this young team. What do you think about it, man?
I love him. He's the best coach they could have hired in the past 20 years. I love what I see. Like Christian said, I agreed with him from the beginning. Mancini is a great coach. I don't care who says anything bad about him. They can go fuck themselves.
So the way Italy seems to be playing at the moment is unlike any way we've seen them play tactically or strategically before. They've kind of just thrown tradition out the window. And, you know, when you get that far down the path, tradition does nothing but hold you back sometimes, to be honest. And now we're seeing some real good, free-flowing, progressive football. So, Christian, what have you liked most about the setup and the tactics, and more just the free-flowing movement of the Italians, man?
Well, honestly, the one thing I like about it is, so people don't understand this about Mancini. Mancini's the type of coach that's going to get the best out of his players, but he also knows how to win with what he has. Example A, back when we had him in 2016 and 17, he knew we didn't have a team for fourth place, but he still managed to get us in fourth. Even though the goal was third, he overachieved. Look what he's doing with these youngsters, man. What he's did with Sensi, Barella, Chiesa. He even got Pellegrini doing well. He's even got Romagnoli looking good. He's just doing a good job overall. You know, he could literally sit there and put a bunch of kids on the field, and they're going to ball out. That's just my personal opinion. Mancini was always the right man for the job. It was just a simple fact that they never gave him a chance. Yo, my man even put Castrovilli in. He gave him his first cap. He gave Sirigu some time, which was dope. I think he's a really good prospect. I wouldn't mind him being Handanovic's future replacement. It'd be nice. But it's nice to see him giving people chances, you know. You wouldn't see that with Ventura. Ventura wouldn't be doing that. He'd call the old dogs and sit there and try to use them to win. I just like how Mancini's getting everybody involved.
Absolutely. Mario, what have you liked most about our qualifiers so far, man? If you could say one or two good things about Italy's qualifying campaign.
The team's been fun to watch. You know, they go out there, they ball out, they look like they're having fun on the field. They're making it enjoyable for them and for us, most importantly. They're winning games. They're killing teams. They're actually pretty they're pretty what the fuck's the word? Convincing with their games, you know. You play against a team like Armenia, you have to kill them 4-5-0. They came out, they won 9-1. You know, they
should have never let them score.
They should have never let them score. But you know what? At the end of the day, they scored 9 goals. So you fuck around.
It was a nice finish. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it was nice.
I mean, what are you going to do? I turned the game off for like 2 seconds. They scored like 3 goals.
It literally was.
I refreshed it once on the way to work, and it jumped from like 4-0 to 7-0. It was nuts.
Bro,
And like it's refreshing.
Minute
It's
77,
refreshing.
we scored. Minute 79, they score. And like the 82nd minute, we scored again. We went boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, and like it's refreshing to watch the players that he picks. Like he picks the young guys. He picks players like Bonucci who are older, but like still like they have that presence that brings out the confidence and the comfort for the people around them. Bonucci was actually one of the best players in the field that game. Let me tell you why, because he was creating chances not only for us but for Armenia. So I don't know if you saw, he gave like 4 back passes or like 2 back passes, whatever it was. If that was any other team, that's a problem.
Look, the thing is about Bonucci is that he seems to be able to deliver a pretty goddamn good cross where he never was able to before. So I don't know what's happened, man, but his presence has been well known. And I hate to say it, but it's been well known for club as well. In the absence of Chiellini, he has actually stepped it up a little bit this season. You have to give him the props for that. But honestly, man, we need to talk a little bit about the midfield depth as well. I was looking at a chart, and we are stacked with players that could play the next potential decade together. Marco Verratti, Nicolo Barella, Stefano Sensi,
Verratti can go, bro.
Tonali,
I would say
Jorginho
Verratti
as well.
can go. I would say Verratti can go.
Verratti's the oldest of the bunch at 27. That's nuts.
Yeah. But we could do without him. If you really look at our midfield depth, nice to see you drinking a Heineken. If you look at our midfield depth, you still got Jorginho, Barella, Sensi, Orsolini, who actually had a good look. Tonali, he's looking pretty good. We got a solid core for the midfield, bro. Yeah. It's just, you sit there and you look at it and you're like, fuck. Yeah. Like, and the thing is, there's still a big crop of players that are still developing in the U21s. They also lit up Armenia as well the next day.
Yeah, did you see there was a video going around, man, that the game was delayed, and so they were just playing the bin challenge for like a good while before they went on, and then they put 6 goals into him, bro. So good for them. It looks like the national team, like when you see it working like this, it means that something has changed from the top. Something has changed at the top, and that it's going down, and there's a certain sort of mentality that's developing again in Italian football, and that's good to see, especially for the national team. Results-wise, 30 points from 30. And the only team to better our goal difference was Belgium. So we rank in pot A for the qualifying campaign. And I guess the $1 million question is, how far actually can this Italy go in Euro 2020 under Mancini and even afterwards? But let's focus a bit on Euro 2020. All right. So, look, I'm going to start. Christian's got a lot to say. Mari's got a lot to say as well, but I'm going to start. I think getting to the semi-finals is a huge achievement for this team. To be able to go toe-to-toe with the Final Four would be fantastic, and then it's just all about who you can beat at the day. I'm pretty confident this Italian team can beat any country on their day, but I'm also a little bit iffy about a big game mentality for some of these players as well. Can they get over the French team in a semi-final or the German team in a semi-final? Even if those teams look shaky, you've got our very young players in our team. Do we have enough experience to get over the line in that big game situation? Semi-finals for me would be awesome. Getting to the final would be celebratory, and winning it would be pure ecstasy. Christian, what about you, bro?
I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. We're winning the Euros.
That's good. I can title the video that.
That series, I've been saying that for a while. Ever since Mancini took over, I said that we're going to win Euro 2020. Mancini's going to be redeemed as one of the best all-time coaches in Italy history. Not just for what he did at Inter, not for what he did at Lazio, but for what he's doing with the national team. This man legitimately revolutionized Italian football as a national team coach. He's brought in a good mix of youth. He's sitting there pushing the U21s and the U17s as well. He's all around involved in everything. The thing is, he's also getting players like Biraghi in there. He's getting other players like Romagnoli, Di Lorenzo, Jorginho. He's getting everybody involved. Tactically, the one thing about Mancini is he knows how to win. Whether it's 1-0 or 9-1, he knows that when he's playing against his opponent, he studies them, breaks them down, and he figures out the right formula to get the W. So I'm going to say we're going to win the Euros.
That's great. That'd be awesome. And you know what? If you said it like 3 months, I remember you did say it a few months ago, and I'm thinking, nah,
I've
Rivas
been saying it.
He's been saying it, but after seeing it in action, but we do need to play some better nations. But as you said, and as I said, you can see the mentality in this team. It's changed. There's a hunger and a thirst and a pride for the badge again that was missing for so long. And yeah, it's back.
This is my thing. Yeah, we should play stronger nations, but if you're beating the teams you're supposed to beat, you're doing your job. And the thing is, we're not just beating them, we're beating up on them. This is the one thing people don't understand. This Italian national team is finally getting that winning mentality installed. You can see Barella, when he plays for Inter now, he gets hungry. We're down 1-0 against Verona. What's he doing? He's surging forward. Mancini's installing that mentality there. So is Conte. These young guys are starting to get better. These players like Romagnoli, who've always had a soft mentality, in my opinion, have actually gotten better. Acerbi's looking good. It's just something about these kids, dude. Like, they're going to do something special. Everybody can call me crazy. Mario will tell you, I've been saying this probably for the last 5 years, that if Mancini was to take over the national team, he's going to get us to win some silverware. It's just going to come for us.
Mario, how far can we go, man? How far is Euro 2020 going to go for the Azzurri?
I think we're going to make it at least semis. That's the minimum. I think we can win it, like Christian said. Like, if you look at the past teams in the Euro Cup, last 2016, we finished in the quarterfinals. We lost with Germany. Penalties. Fine. It wasn't even that good of a team. Whatever. Fucking 2012, they made it to the finals and got spanked by Spain. Still, they made it to the finals, and who was the freaking coach? 2012, let me check fucking 2 seconds. Oh my god.
Prandelli?
Was it Prandelli?
I think so.
What? I can't find it. Whatever, yeah, but still, Prandelli wasn't that good of a coach, was he, for the national team?
It was all right, but like we made it based on individual brilliance in we made it on brilliance on the pitch. Balotelli and Cassano did bits in Euro 2012. That's why we ended up in the final.
Cassano really pulled through that year.
Yeah,
it was Prandelli though.
It's like we said before, if we just beat the teams we have to beat, which we've obviously done time and time again, 30 points out of 30s, it's not an easy task against anybody. You can go to the stupid small countries and drop a point, like the typical Italian fashion that we've always done, World Cup, Euros, friendlies, everything. But Mancini's put together a good group of guys, young, motivated, hungry, and he's mixed in the seasoned guys, the veterans, to help. So
it was nice to see him smiling as well. It was nice to see him smiling. Sorry, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
Of course, no. Like he just turned the team around completely. Like, they went from playing catenaccio to making other teams just sit back and just soak up all the pressure. And at that point, you have some of the best strikers. You have Immobile, you have Belotti, you have
Belotti looked good.
Belotti is the man, and then you have the midfield, all of which are capable of scoring at any time. We've seen half the goals came from the midfield. Barella scoring. Who else scored in the last?
Jorginho scored.
Zaniolo.
Even Orsolini scored, bro.
Orsolini scored in his debut. And then you have Chiesa. The whole team is capable of scoring. It's not like it's old school. Give the ball, Luca Toni.
Fucking Romagnoli scored.
Acerbi scored a freaking bomb.
Acerbi scored and he beat cancer. Big ups to him, bro. That was awesome. You could see on his face, man. He was ecstatic, man. But like, what I was going to say, Mancini, when I think it was either the 7th or the 8th goal when it went in, that was when he smiled for the first time, wanting to stay professional the whole game. But I reckon the reason he was having a bit of a laugh is that it really was a stampage of authority to say that, 30 points out of 30, this is what we're here to do, this is what we're about, and this is how we've changed. And even a couple of players backed it up by saying how the team has changed tactically as well. So
you also got to remember the plus 33 goal differential. Plus 33.
Amazing. That's for Italy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what Mancini can do with this team, even post-Euro as well, because the depth that we've got is going to stick around for a long time. So before we finish up, Rivas, how excited are you for the future, man? Do you think this Azzurri team can take it on for a few tournaments after the Euro?
Listen, I'm gonna say this, and nobody's probably gonna agree with me, but the best thing for Serie A is for the national team to be on top of the world. All right. In order for Serie A to grow as a league, you need a healthy national team. In order to have a healthy national team, you need a good league. If it wasn't for Mancini, Serie A might still be where it was at a couple of years ago. Regardless of what people said, look how all our bad times were when Ventura was there. Serie A was at its low when Ventura and Prandelli. Now you have Mancini revolutionizing it, and look at Serie A. It's thriving. The competition's there. You even got Ibra talking about coming back. Balotelli came back. You got giants like Lukaku, Ronaldo there. And there's still rumors of bigger players coming back to Italy.
That's awesome.
Premier League is not going to be on top for much longer. I personally don't even like the Premier League.
I can't wait to see Serie A back on top of the world, man. That's all I really, really want. Mario, how important do you think it is for the national team to keep succeeding after Euro 2020, man?
They have to continue with Mancini the way he's going. There's no doubt about it. He's the best thing to happen to this national team in God knows how long. I can suck his dick all day. Just go one after another. Just both hands. I don't care anything. No, but I want a big thing I want to touch on that we didn't really mention because it's the elephant in the room. Where'd they play the game?
What do you mean?
Palermo.
They played the game in Palermo. What happens in Palermo?
You just win.
Champions happen. I don't want to attribute Palermo being the reason for this 9-1 historical victory, but it's the reason why they won 9-1. You can't go to Palermo and lose points. It's never happened before. So it's a big factor. They need to play all their home games in Palermo. That's what I'm saying.
Quick side note. You think Manny's watching this? He's going to watch this?
No.
Nah, he better watch it just so he can hear this part. El Salvador beat the Dominican Republic, bitch.
Stupid
there
bitch.
You go. Gotta get that out there.
On that diplomatic note, that's all we're going to stick it at for this conversation. But shout out and thanks to the boys, Christian Rivas. Muchas gracias, bro.
Se habla español y tu idioma.
And Mario Galliano Dini, el número 5. Thanks, bro.
El voto.
You got it.
Ciao ragazzi, Forza Inter worldwide.